After the insanity that happened on Tuesday, we are now ready for Samm Levine Week Part 2. Part 2 of 2. Yes, that's a mouthful, but still fun to say. We now get into the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Championship. The champion, Samm Levine, who just now became recently the first ever Schmoedown double champion, now a holder of the team championships as well as the reigning defending singles champion, will now defend his championship against the classy AF Clarke Wolfe, representing the Fight Club, who, of course, was given this opportunity thanks to Emma Fyfe winning the Manager Bowl. She used it on Mike Kalinowski. She came out victorious, and now she will have this opportunity to become the Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion. Who will come out on top? Let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
And welcome back. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this much anticipated championship match. Very interesting to see what's going to go down here. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Shire Wolves owe us lunch money, and we will be taking it at that event.
Whitwer, the system, the clock, Harloff, none of these guys can get in front of my destiny.
I'm rooting for Alex Damon. I am rooting for Shire Wolves. Here's to a good match. Cheers. Here's to a great championship match.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Clarke, I'm sending you this message directly before our match. Well done. You have earned this.
I wouldn't feel as bad about taking the title shot away from Samm Levine, and if it were me that got the title shot, nothing would make me more proud than to bring the belt home.
It's interesting. Many people do forget that they have played before.
And your winner!
Dan Murrell is... I am afraid of Dan Murrell. Boy, does he know his stuff. I couldn't believe he took out Mark Riley, my beloved partner from Wolves of Steel. Send your good vibes. Send your good wheel vibes.
And your winner! And
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, Dangerous Dan Murrell!
Dan has all the belts for a reason. I mean, Dan's very, very good at the games, and he absolutely deserves that belt. And I would have really loved to have brought it home. As I said, I would have really liked to have that belt myself and rock it until December. But you know, it just wasn't
Very nice for this match to be up so I can see it. It's been a very dreary day.
Needs
all
a
day,
hero.
rain
They need
nonstop.
somebody to be the face of this league, and they need a team to be the face of this league. And Clarke, I know you want a belt.
You know, Mark Riley, I want a
She's
belt.
wanted a belt for a long time. It ain't still no more though, cause you all went. It's interesting because now that the Patriots title reign is over, made a post on the Facebook page asking people to rank all their title matches, and it's interesting because even though, as they showed, that was actually a pretty close match, I actually don't have that match rated very high. Just simply because I don't remember a whole lot about it. There's not really a memorable moment in that match.
Samm Levine is here. When I won, I was allowed to challenge the new champion.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, whenever you want it.
I know a lot of people kind of, you know, got in the heat of the moment and say that, you know, that Patriots above the line rematch is the best match that the Patriots had, but I still think it's the Modoc match. I really do.
Champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Morrow.
Good. And then all this, and then the winning happened. Oh, I gotta show that. Oh, you can show that.
And your winner, and new movie trophy
Destiny.
and your winner by way of technical knockout. Movie Trivia Schmoedown, champion of the world,
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Samm
Rushed home from a hard day of aerification at the golf course I work at, and came home to that. I am going to see this again. In case you forgot it from 3 days ago.
the Golden Mine.
And we're going backwards
I
again.
have this #1 contender spot to give to someone in our faction, and I've been sitting on the decision for a while. I've really been thinking about it, and
Wow.
I've made my decision, and I really want to offer it to you. You let me know who you want to take on, and I will formally issue the challenge.
Oh, they forgot the book. Wow.
Oh, hi, Sam.
I'm really
And
wanted to get in here
random
and
wild
congratulate you,
Samm
Clarke.
Levine
That was
appears
tremendous.
again.
Thank you, buddy.
And I'm really looking
Great
forward
shoes,
to a
not
rematch
shoes.
Yes.
of our earlier match. And I'm not saying that I'm confident that I can beat you. There is no question what a good player you are. Looking forward to it. Congratulations. And yeah, this will look good on her too.
Classy AF. Let's not waste any more time. Let's do this. Oh, there's too much gold on there. I can't even see him. Where's his head? Oh, that gold blocked in his head. Shh. It's time to throw down. Schmoedown. Hey, the gang's here again. Oh, they. It's not like they ran out to get pizza.
Oh, Christian, a championship match. This is why you watch the movie Trivia Schmoedown. This is why you love being part of this league. If there
Well,
was a Mount Rushmore,
sane
the movie
people
Trivia
would
Schmoedown,
watch this
it
for
would be
title
me,
matches.
Then you, then me again, and then
That's
one
not
of
me.
these two titans we're going to see win today.
I mean, you look at what both of these competitors have done in their Schmoedown careers. They're both legends of the game. You look at Clarke Wolfe. Clarke Wolfe, it was really the first female to come out and just make a huge mark on the game and show that she is just one of the best kick-ass competitors that we've ever seen. Doesn't matter if she's a woman, a man, she's just a straight-up trivia machine, and she's shown that. She's come very close to having a championship before. She had a single shot against Dan Murrell, and then she had the team shot against the Patriots, and she just came up short. But you fast forward to Emma Fyfe winning the Manager's Bowl at the Spectacular. She gets a shot at a #1 contender match. Anyone she wants, she recruits the Shire Wolves. She gives it to Clarke Wolfe. Clarke Wolfe takes on Kalinowski. They have a great match.
It's a little bit closer to WoW.
And she earns her shot at the champion.
That's right. If you look at these two competitors today, like mythological creatures of movie trivia knowledge, certainly Clarke Wolfe has had her wolf's claw. The paw has been so close to the belt before. Samm Levine on the other end, I have him here as a mongoose or maybe some sort of quick rabbit character. He's quick on the draw. The lightning round is one of his strengths, and he's going to be showing Clarke Wolfe just how good he is in that round.
Carmen San Diego.
He's a tornado at this point.
Or a mongoose.
Well, could you look at he is a mongoose that turned into tornado. How
it's
about
like
that?
A mongoose-nado.
He was 3-4 last season. He was 3-4. He has since that last loss to Dan Merle
and then
at the Collider Collision last
year.
He has won 6 straight matches. He has won the free-for-all. He has won both tournaments. He has won the singles championship, and he just won the team championship. He has more accomplishments than anyone who has played this game. He has, I think, 3 knockouts. He is an absolute. He's one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time.
So here's my question to you, Christian, is which competitor is going to be affected more by the moment? Because Samm Levine, like you said, he just has won and just continues to win and win and win. He's walking out here with both belts as of right now. The first person to ever do that. Clarke Wolfe is still, she's hungry. So you have the hunger of somebody trying to get to the top of the mountaintop. Is Samm Levine getting all fat and happy on the top of the mountaintop for so long?
Well, you know, I just listened to the Schmoedown rundown a couple of weeks ago.
I'm a fan of that. I think I turned you on to it. It is a fun show.
Sure.
Did he?
That's a lot.
Oh, shame on you, Christian.
William the Beast Bibiani was
should be watching
a
rundown.
I agree with him that the game is absolutely about
total sarcasm. Of course, you watched it.
And that's really what it's going to come down to today. It's like which category are these competitors going to get that the strengths are, but it really is about the speed round also, because you look what happened just on
speed
Tuesday.
round.
You look
Thank you, Christian.
A lot of green lights.
Clarke Wolfe took a couple of weeks ago. Clarke Wolfe took the buzzers. She took him to Vegas. Sam knew she was doing it. She made sure that was cool with him. She practiced. She got it done. The Fife Club posted this video about it, and she's been practicing. Will that help? We'll find out in a little bit.
She really took him to Vegas?
Took him to Vegas.
Wait,
well, not Vegas. No, she was back from Vegas, and she took it. They were at the Fife Club. They did like a little meet and greet or whatever they did. They're a very tight-knit club.
Mark is
Take
shocked.
the buzzers to Vegas. Now we can win some money, do some Rain Man, get the suite. You know, Christian, you look at this here today. There's going to be some trash talk between the competitors, but I think they're going to keep it classy.
Yeah.
Hell, that's her name, Classy Clarke Wolfe versus Samm the Inglorious One Levine. How'd it play out?
We're going to find out right now.
Look, this is unwieldy. Okay, I thought this would be cool to have belts on both shoulders. These are very heavy.
No, I can't see the rest of you.
I can hold the microphone and gesticulate with it, but I'm not complaining too much.
Samm Levine is a fabulous competitor. Obviously, he has defended the belt once, and that's great. However, the competitor who is taking him on today has already beaten him one time. You know, we think that the person who is playing here today is definitely worthy of the belt, that she is absolutely going to win today. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the future Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Clarke Wolfe.
What an intro. What an intro.
Clarke and I have history. We have played before. She has beaten me before. This is only the second time I've ever played someone who I've lost to before, first time in singles. So I know firsthand she is a hell of a competitor. I have to bring my absolute A game today.
I feel ready today. You know, I feel ready. We've practiced, we've played, we know the game, we know the buzzers. I'm feeling good. I have done everything that I could possibly do to even try to prepare for today. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I have to be honest with you, I want the fucking belt.
What Drew and I did against the Patriots was something that I have wanted to do for over a year now, and the last 6 months certainly. So I am really hoping I can just take that momentum that Drew and I had earlier in the week and roll it into this match. But even if I can't, I find myself in the most unbelievable position where, regardless of the outcome of today's match, I will still be a champion at the end of it.
Samm, I love you. You are one of my dearest friends. I am honored to play you for the belt today. I really and truly am. But let's be real. Stop being greedy. You have 2 belts. Give me one. It's mine. I'm taking it. but I still love
You
you.
got 2 belts.
Clarke,
It's time to
you
share.
are an absolute beast in movie trivia. I know what you can do, and I am expecting you to bring your A game because I brought mine.
And as soon as that promo was up, he was like, "Oh, thank God, get these things off me."
No smack talk as we thought. I mean, there's a lot of respect. Clarke Wolfe does have a victory over Samm Levine, and they
Fun
made,
fact, what you
mention of
didn't
that
know,
back in
he was doing that
2016.
interview on his
They
knees
were both
because
their
he could
third
not
match.
support
They
the
both
weight of the
recommended that match,
gold.
and Clarke came out with the victory. The game was a little different back then. It wasn't a 5-rounder, but both have had really great careers since. And they've acknowledged that. Clarke saying how bad she wants that belt. She wants to take the belt. She is hungry, like you mentioned before. And Samm has those. Samm continues and wants to have that legacy. He's got both belts. He wants to keep both belts. But he also said, and he's right, if he loses today, we're still going to have 2 champions here.
Yeah, and what I enjoy about the wheel in round 2, and it's actually going to factor into the betting round in round 3, is that obviously there's some strengths, some weaknesses, and there's some unknowns on the wheel. It's a rare championship match when you're not sure how a competitor is going to see a certain wheel size, some of which are provided by our Schmoedown Patreon supporters.
It don't matter. Not that I'm going to get anything right.
What are the strengths and weaknesses of each one?
Well, here we go. Here's the tail of the tape. You got the challenger, Clarke Wolfe. Horror movies. You
One
have
in the
new
fucking
releases
belt.
and wanting that fucking belt.
Come on
And
now.
that's
It's
what
like
she said.
Deadpool.
That's what
Don't
she
need
said.
rated R.
About that potty mouth.
That's what she said.
Supposed to be an
And then you've got the
alternative.
champion, Samm Levine.
Come on, Goose.
80s movie release dates.
Arguing with
Arguing with me
commentators.
whenever he wants to while he's on the desk.
That's not right.
It is a strength of his as well, just like Ricky Tikki Tavi used to do.
All right, so without any further ado, I'm ready to get this championship match started. How about you?
Rudyard Kipling, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Good crowd here.
Alright, I need to start doing that. Need to do that part too.
Trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger, representing the Fight Club and fandom, with a record of 6 wins, 4 defeats. She is the 2016 Rookie of the Year, Classy Clarke Wolfe, the challenger. Classy Clarke Wolfe.
Oh, got the Fight Club shirt, which you can purchase today on tpublic.com. See? I can do a Makuga. I can promote TeePublic.
Emma and Clarke have really formed a wonderful relationship here too, and Emma's been a great manager, easily manager of the year so far in this young season.
That's right. Her name is Rio, but for Clarke Wolfe, her name is Emma Fife, really giving her this shot that Clarke Wolfe richly deserves. Will she knock it out of the park? She's about to meet her fiercest opponent yet again in the ring.
And her opponent,
Oh,
representing
great.
above the line, with a record of 9 wins, 4 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the 2017 Singles Player of the Year, 2017
I'm gonna time this
Player of
at
the Year,
1 minute,
the
13 seconds.
2017 Free-For-All winner, Ultimate Schmoedown Team and Singles winner, the reigning Team Champion, and the reigning
Oh, didn't take as long as I thought it would.
undisputed Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, the Inglorious One, Samm Levine!
Inglorious. He won't give in till he's victorious. He will defend, and doing what he must. He won't give in, oh inglorious. But there's no Drew, what will you do? Probably win, as you have been. Say, that Bobby Roode theme works great with anything.
Here we go, round number 1. Mark, how's it work?
In round number 1, each competitor is going to hear 8 questions. They are asked to the both of you, the field, at the same time. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1.
Except that you will be laughed at by everyone.
Trivia
Except me.
categories. I will remind
Because I will have
our
gotten it wrong,
competitors
too.
throughout the duration of the match, you have 3 JTE rule usages. If you're not sure of a question, you need to hear it again, please use the JTE rule if you will. Or you can use a challenge if you think we ruled something inaccurately. You're not sure about the answer to a question. You have 1 challenge. If your challenge is upheld, you retain 1 challenge.
All right, champion, are you ready?
I am indeed.
The challenger, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
Ready to go, Christian. Let's do it.
Here we go, guys. First category is an action adventure. Action adventure. What legendary actor stars as British physician turned swashbuckling pirate in the 1935 film Captain Blood?
Wouldn't it be great if all 5 rounds were nothing but 1930s movie questions?
It is a 1930s
It's a true
Schmoedown.
championship match.
I'm only doing this because I love you. Wipe
Yeah.
your lip, please.
Huh?
Wipe your lip. Good stuff.
What's wrong with my lip?
It's gone now. 5, 4,
Was it there the whole time?
3,
I'll just go Humphrey
2,
Bogart.
1. Sam.
That would be Errol Flynn.
That is correct. Clark.
Errol Flynn.
1 point apiece. 1 point
Alright.
apiece.
Incorrect. What a shock.
In the 1914 film. No,
Oh.
the answer was Mary Pickford. Your question is, in the world of family films, who played Cruella de Vil in the 1996 live-action version of 101 Dalmatians? Get that dog neutered. Am I right or am I right? Or
No,
am I
they're
right?
nice.
101.
Yeah, I don't live there.
You stop at 30
But I don't
and you
live there.
snip it.
I still don't live there.
You and I
5,
had a good talk about vasectomies
4,
the other day.
3. It wasn't the other day.
I appreciate it.
2,
Unclose.
1. Pens down. Clark.
Glenn Close.
Correct. Sam.
You know, I read for her role in The Big Chill, Glenn Close.
Okay.
Fun fact
All
with
right.
Samm Levine.
Yeah, all right. Next one is the category of dramas. What 2001 film stars Jim Carrey as a man who loses his memory after a car accident but becomes welcome in a small town after being mistaken for a long-lost son?
I like that Jim Carrey. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see a movie star rocket to success in the same calendar year the way
Sam
Jim
Levine.
Carrey did.
5, 4,
Levine's the only one of
3,
You remember.
2, 1. Sam.
The Majestic.
That's correct. Clark.
The Majestic.
3-3. This is the championship match so far in round number 1.
Darn it.
2 perfect games early in round number 1. Your next question comes from the world of animated movies, movies that are drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question is, what actor/comedian voices Sid the Sloth in the Ice Age franchise?
Hmm.
Boy, you talk about a run of movies that you and I are so close to using our 1 walkout a year card.
Yeah.
Ice Age will do
It's
it
a
to you.
pure toilet bowl of nonsense.
There's a lot of those other
4.
Oh, come on.
Stop it. 2,
other
1.
ones.
And
Probably not him though. Alan
John
Tudyk.
Leguizamo.
1 point. Sam.
Oh. Did you guys say actress?
No,
Yeah,
I
you
said
said actress.
actor/comedian.
You said actress.
No, he said actor slash. He said, I don't
Half
care
the
what they
crowd
said.
heard it.
I don't care what they said. I was sitting next to him. He said actor slash comedian. I was sitting right there. Do you have it?
I don't have the answer, no, because I wrote down a
Okay,
female actor's name.
Okay, so you're going to challenge it because I'm going to go to the tape. I'm telling you, I heard him say actor
You're
slash.
sitting a little closer to him.
That's my point. That's up to you. Do you want? I'm going to not award you the point. Would you like to challenge it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. All right, here we go. So
Arguing with
that's
commentators that they put that up there
Clark gets the
beforehand.
point there. Sam does not. So Clark here, 4-3. Category is fantasy sci-fi. 2006 Pan's Labyrinth is set in which country?
And the crowd's stunned after that extended
Well, I mean,
duration.
I look. I don't like a lot of things you do, but you were on point there. 5, 4,
I don't know.
3,
A lot of spit in my
2.
throat.
France. I don't know.
Pens down, please. And Sam,
I don't think this is right. Is it Chile?
that's incorrect.
Spain.
Spain is correct. So 5-3.
It's close. It's only one country
A
off.
Little Stun needs a good recovery here with the category of comedies. And your question is, what actress played Daisy Duke in the 2005 comedy The Dukes of Hazzard? Try to enunciate. I do a lot of public speaking.
You did
Sometimes I get a little...
It's,
You're fine. 5, 4.
You did hear him say
Right.
I
actress.
definitely did. No, I'm just
2,
saying it's a real liberal interpretation of
1.
actress.
Pens,
Jessica Simpson.
Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And Clark.
Jessica Simpson.
Correct. Sam.
Jessica Simpson.
Okay, so we got 7-4
Okay.
here.
You heard it that time.
Thriller.
No excuses.
Bela Lugosi is most famous for playing which iconic horror character?
well, that woke the crowd up. I'm not sure in the way you wanted
The
it.
crowd's hissing and farting at the same
That's
time.
right. They went from a Augusta crowd to a Phoenix open crowd.
Oh, no.
4,
Another golf joke.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And
Jason
Sam.
Voorhees.
Dracula.
Correct, Clark.
Dracula.
There
Oh,
you go.
no.
So, last question here. If Clark gets it right,
Rushed
he's got a
to
perfect
write the
round.
wrong answer.
Mark, go ahead.
She will get the bonus question that is asked just to her. Should she get this last question, round 1, right? And it comes to us courtesy of a Patreon supporter. Thanks to all of our patrons of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. This Patreon supporter
You're welcome.
is Harold Gruntejern. Thank you very much.
Gruntejern.
Harold.
I've actually seen that name
Said
on
it
there.
2 ways just to get it right. Thank you, Harold, for supporting the show. Harold's category is in the world of the Oscars, which is an award show for movies every year. The question is, released in 1930, what World War I drama won the Academy Award for Best Picture and Best Director? Harold knows his movie history.
Now, if Clark gets this right, she's got the bonus question. But if not, Sam get it right.
Harold
1,
Grun to
5, 4,
Isn't it? I just know it's a Best
2,
Picture winner.
1.
Wings.
Clark?
Wings.
That's incorrect, Sam.
All Quiet on the Western
Sam
Front.
got it here, so within 1 now, 7-6.
Right.
Champion gets it back, but Clark still has a 1-point lead as we get into round
New
number
Wings
2.
was the
That could've
first
been a big bonus,
Best
though.
Picture winner.
If she gets a bonus question, she has it asked all to herself. Her
Had a feeling
affinity
it
for
was gonna be
early
it.
90s sitcoms really penalized her there.
Never mind.
Okay, all right, so now round number 2. Mark, how's it work?
In round number 2, known as the wheel
They did very well.
round, each competitor
I did
gets to
not.
spin at the wheel
Who is
of
surprised?
justice/doom.
No
If
one.
you don't like the category you spin at first, you are allowed a mulligan, at which point you have
This
to
is gonna be
take
very,
4
very
questions from
interesting.
whatever movie trivia category the wheel of fate lands on. Each question
Wheel of
is
Death.
worth 2
God
points.
pray to the
No penalty for
wheel.
missing a question. However, stealing is
It's
available
all
in
like
round 2.
every
If you're not sure of the
known
answer,
baby.
you can check to multiple choice,
Oh,
at which point the
looks
value of the question
insane. John
does
had a
go
doubt
down
he must
to 1.
proclaim.
And I will point out that the 2 wedges are James Bond movies and war movies. They are sponsored by none other than Jamie Pruitt. 2 wheel slices. Thank you for your patronage, Jamie. Happy to have you.
Yeah, that means
in our
that
little
person's a
den.
sponsor.
All right, Clark, you're the challenger, but you are up 1 point. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, please give it a spin.
Riding the momentum of a stellar round 1
Good
is
spin,
Clarke Wolfe.
please. And there's the spin.
Okay.
No
I like this
spinners
feeling.
in opponent's
Placing it
choice.
on a category
I
she
think
won
Sam's
for
afraid.
a coin. I tend to put it on heads because I want it to be heads.
Well, we're gonna
Although
see
there's a lot more sides to this
She's going for horror. She's looking for horror.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's coming
James
around.
Bond, very interesting. War movies, very interesting.
New releases.
New releases.
New releases. She's spinning away from new releases.
Spinning away
Wow.
from new releases, very interesting. She's looking for horror. She is. She's on the way to horror.
She wants to give herself
but
a nice little room.
I
before she
gotta
gets
think
to
there's
speed.
wedges on the wheel that Clarke Wolfe might know a little less about the
Coming
new
back
releases.
around.
So.
Where is it? Oh no, here we
It
go.
doesn't look like it's going to be horror. It could be fantasy
Fantasy
sci-fi.
sci-fi. So
She knows a little something about fantasy sci-fi, though, Christian.
it's fantasy sci-fi.
Hope it's not
All
that,
right,
just a
here we go.
little
Fantasy
something.
Sci-fi.
Hope it's a little more
Clarke
than that.
Wolfe, you have 4 questions in the realm of fantasy sci-fi. Your first question: who played Connor McLeod in 1986's Highlander?
Christopher Lambert.
2 points. 2 points.
I used to say Lambert. She went Lambert. She got the 2
Right.
points.
Okay. In 2009's Star Trek, who plays the Romulan Nero?
Eric Bana.
2 points. 2 points. Okay. In the Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, what species of Earth animal are actually hyper-intelligent, pan-dimensional beings who have been experimenting on humans?
Rats.
No, I can't.
Mice.
That's correct. That's correct. 2 point steal. 2 point steal there. All right, here you go.
And if I was Clark, I'd challenge that because the way he hesitated,
In
might have been kind of a
the
giveaway.
first footage of the aliens
Too late now.
is captured at a birthday party in what South American country?
I. Argentina.
Correct?
Brazil.
2 points.
Wow, what a
big-
steal.
So 11-10. Sam with 2 big steals. Clark started out strong there, but then Sam stole the last 2, but she was being aggressive. I see what she was doing. Sam's going to go spin it here. This Clark
That could
needs-
change a lot. Samm Levine playing a very good hand
That
in
was-
round 2 so far. Brazilian
That was bad.
famous for the bikini wax and for having
although I do
aliens
think
ruin their
she
birthday
could have
parties.
challenged that in
We're
round
hoping-
3. again, it was one of those situations where they kind of let him on that it was not quite the right answer.
It's not going to be hard. It could be James Bond, which is a...
James Bond. So is he spinning again?
Rolling his eyes at James Pruitt. Right. Wow. Samm Levine.
Screw you, James Pruitt.
To his credit.
He needs something big here.
He has
to try
built
to put
his
it away.
entire mansion upon Schmoedown knowledge. It will all come crashing down here in round 2.
He's going to try to put it away here.
Horror movies is coming around. It's not going to make it.
War movies.
War movies.
War movies.
Patreon slices.
A Patreon slice.
And that is
From one to the other.
As we mentioned, from Mr. James Pruitt. Thank you, James.
Screw you, James Pruitt. Oh, thank you, James Pruitt.
War films. Sam, your first question of 4. Which war film starred Ryan Philippe as a soldier who had thought he served his last tour in Iraq?
Stopgap.
That is incorrect, Clarke Wolfe.
Stop loss.
2
She
points.
picks up the 2 points.
Take that back.
And by the thinnest of margins, these two, I mean, is it rats or is it mice? Is it stopgap, stop loss? I love what's happening right now.
Sorry.
Samm Levine, your next question.
Yep.
In Michael Bay's Oscar-winning Pearl Harbor, who plays President Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
John Voight.
2
2
points.
for Levine.
Yep.
Getting him back on
Hey,
the right track.
they're getting all the questions right. Unfortunately,
and your
it's some of
next
the other
question
people getting them right.
In the world of war movies, why are Colonel Dax's soldiers on trial in the movie Paths of Glory?
Five, 4.
Murder.
It's incorrect. Clarke for the seal.
They left their post.
Yep. Yep.
Why are you making
You make
faces
the call.
then?
Make the call.
That is correct.
All right.
All right,
2
I'll
points.
challenge.
There's the challenge. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just going to challenge? Okay.
Sure. Look
All
it
right.
up.
All right.
This is interesting.
The champion has challenged the decision. We're back. We had some people come. The judges are here. Mark, what do you got?
One of whom served in our military and is a hero. That would be John Stephen Roca, the outlaw. And as he pointed out, that it's a different claim if you say desertion versus leaving your post versus retreating. In Wikipedia, it's for cowardice, so we cannot award Clarke Wolfe the steal here, and it remains a 1-point game. Samm Levine, 1 question left. If he gets this one right without the help of...
And thank you, John Stephen Roca, for serving.
The betting round.
All right, here we go.
All right, Sam, your final question in the world of war movies. Who plays Andrew Garfield's father in the movie Hacksaw Ridge?
Ooh.
5.
You just need a point. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
There you go.
Is it A, Hugo Weaving, B, Guy Pearce, C, Gary Oldman, or D, Kenneth Branagh?
Hugo Weaving.
5, 4, 3.
Could you repeat the choices, please?
Certainly. Is it A, Hugo Weaving, B, Guy Pearce, C, Gary Oldman, or D, Kenneth Branagh?
5.
Hugo Weaving.
1 point for Sam.
We're tied going into round 3.
Wow. What
Look
a
at
second
that.
round. Man, both struggled in that second round. And we
There's
have
a lot of
tie game.
insanity in
Mark,
that
how
second
does
round.
Number 3 work.
Round number 3 works as such. It is known as the betting round for a reason. Each competitor can wager up to 3 of the points that they have earned thus far. You don't have to bet any points. Your bet will be determined
Why would
by
you?
a spin on that wheel. Because we're
Tie
tied,
game, you probably
Samm
better bet
Levine
something.
is going to have the honors of doing the spinning. Whatever category it lands on, we're going to be asking you one question. Once you see the category from which the movie question is chosen, that is when you're going to wager your particular bets from 0 to 3 points.
All right, Sam, go ahead and spin.
And we'll point out here again that if you get the question right, you get
There
that many
you go.
points. If
He
you
leaves.
miss
See?
the question, you're actually penalized.
He
by that amount of
understands.
points. So
Ain't no
we see
point just standing there and
competitors
look at it.
losing points at the end of round 3.
The champion, just his whole demeanor.
Oh, I
changes.
want it to be
He's
Bond so
serious.
bad.
He is
Nope.
locked in,
Look at
He
there.
is,
and we're
man.
tied. I mean, it's a brand new ball.
War
War
film.
Movies once
It's not a
again.
sport.
War movies once again. And okay, so here we go.
I forgot the Patreon's name already.
Each competitor
Drat.
is going to write down their
Thank
wager.
you,
I thought
Patreon
Samm
person.
and Clarke Wolfe, even in that steal, although it wasn't ruled
Is it
in
James
favor,
Pruitt?
both
I think that's
showed
what it is.
A lot of ability and moxie in the category of war movies. Going to be interesting to see how many points they actually bet, Christian.
All right, here we go, guys. So please show your points to Compster. All right, here we go, guys. Here's your question in war.
What the hell?
What are Colonel Kurtz's iconic final words in Apocalypse Now? 5, 4.
Don't know why I did that. No.
3.
Well, I'll learn
2,
something.
1 pens down. Clarke, how many points?
I bet 1 point.
And?
I said I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
That is incorrect. Sam, how many points?
I got 2 points.
And you had?
The horror.
That's correct. Sam taking 2 points. Going
that's
up
the
3
movie.
points here on Clarke Wolfe here. And now we get to the speed round.
Well,
Mark.
now
How
I
does
know
the
where that
speed round work?
famous
The
quote is from.
speed round is known as any opponent to Samm Levine's napalm because Samm Levine has been a champion, particularly in this category. It separates him from a lot of other competitors. This is the speed round because we're going to ask the competitors a series of 5 questions. After you hear the first question, as soon as you think you know the correct answer, even if we have not finished reading the question yet, please press the buzzer. Whoever's buzzer lights up green first will then be awarded the honor of having 2 full seconds to answer the question correctly. You're going to buzz in. Whoever lights up green, I'm going to say, or Christian will say, that person's name. As soon as you hear your name, you have 2 seconds, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, to answer the question. Each question is worth 1 point. If you miss the question,
Why has it
you
always
lose
been
a point.
Mississippi?
There is no
Why can't they say
stealing
1
in the
Colorado,
speed
2
round.
All right,
Colorado?
guys, ready to go?
Yep.
All right. First question. Complete this quote from V for Vendetta. Remember, remember.
The 5th of November.
That is correct.
1 point for Sam.
All right, question 2. Which Alfred Hitchcock movie stars James Stewart as a photographer who thinks...
Clarke Wolfe.
Your window.
That's correct.
1 point. 3 point game.
Next question. What actress starred as the amazing Amy Dunn in...
Sam Levine.
Rose, fuck, I can't get it.
Oh, one
Ooh.
point deduction from
Rose
Sam.
Marie.
Okay, it's a 2-point game with 2
Rosamund Pike.
questions.
Rosamund Pike. Damn, that
2-point
stinks.
game, 2 questions left in the speed round. Christian will be on buzzer and name-sing duty. Your next question. Which Disney film features the song I Wanna Be Like You?
Clarke.
The Jungle Book.
Correct.
point.
For 1 point.
Last
Clarke
one.
gets this right for tied going into the last round. Your question is, what 90s action film stars Antonio
Mascazora.
Banderas and Salma Hayek?
Clarke Wolfe.
Desperado.
Clarke Wolfe ties
Oh.
it. That's
Being helped out.
Oh boy.
You put in.
Whoa.
Well, that wasn't so much of a speed round for Samm Levine. No longer called the Samm Levine round.
Tie game here. Clarke Wolfe dominating that speed round. Holy crap. Okay, now we get to
Oh
the fifth
boy, oh
and
boy, oh
final
boy.
round, the championship round.
Well, that was a championship
So, Mark,
round.
how's it work?
It works that we didn't have to play the first 4. We could have just done the championship
I know.
round and been
Oof.
done with it.
I had
Here we
goosebumps.
are,
I had goosebumps.
wasting a lot of rounds, but we are tied going into
Wasting
the
our
championship
time.
round. And here's how it works. Each competitor is going to hear a series of questions. The first question you hear is worth 2 points. Next question you hear is worth 3 points. The last one is worth 5. These questions are asked to the
Pick 2 and
individual
you win.
competitors. There is no stealing
Automatic win.
in round 5. Here's how we get the questions. Each competitor is going to give us a series of
It's like
numbers.
Celebrity
ranging from
Jeopardy.
1
Automatic
to
points.
20. Because Sam is the favorite.
You're in control,
of the
you get to
champion,
choose.
he is gonna be
May
giving
I
us his numbers
suggest
first,
automatic
and then
points?
Clarke Wolfe, we will tell you the movie category and then ask the question. So Sam, we can have your 3 numbers, please.
I'll go with 12, 6, and 8.
12, 6, and 8. Clarke.
4, 11, 19.
4,
Oh,
11, and
no
19.
2. That
Clarke
means
Wolfe.
nobody wins.
Clarke will get the first
Endless
question
tie.
here.
Go for 50
And
years.
Number 4. Number 4 was what she chose. All right, Clarke, you have scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. Clarke, in scores and soundtracks, aside from John Williams, who is the only composer to write the score for a live-action Star Wars already released film.
I'm not understanding the question.
5.
Repeat the question.
Aside
And
from
to
John
write the
Williams,
score for a
who is
live
the only other composer
already
to write the
released
score
Star Wars
for a
already
live-action
released film.
Star Wars already released film.
Hans Zimmer.
We're looking for Michael Giacchino. Michael Giacchino.
Michael
All right.
Giacchino.
So now we bounce to the champion.
Sam Levine, we
That
move on
already
to you for your
released
2
film
point
is what threw me off. I
question. You
didn't quite
selected number
understand that.
12. and that number corresponds to the world of animated movies.
Cool, so we'll be tied.
Good. This might level the playing field.
All right. Your question for 2 points is, who voices the main protagonist, the linguist Milo Thatch, in the movie Atlantis, The Lost Empire?
Oh, shoot.
5.
This is a 2-pointer.
4, 3, 2.
Kevin Costner.
Incorrect. We were looking for the great Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Okay, now we go back to Clarke Wolfe. All right, here we go. Clarke, you chose comedy. Comedy. All right, who starred as the father of Will Ferrell's character in Kicking and Screaming?
Craig T. Nelson.
For Robert Duvall.
Bobby D.
Robert Duvall. Donald Sutherland, baby!
All right.
That was too fitting. Hey, and they laughed. They thought it was funny.
Here we go. Next question.
All right, Sam, your 3-point question, you selected the number 6, and it corresponds to a category that Clarke Wolfe is very familiar with.
Oh.
We'll see how familiar you are. That is the world of horror movies.
So it's really going to come down to that last question, I think.
Your question for 3 points is, what is the name of the direct sequel to 1968's Night of the Living Dead?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
JTE rule. What is the name of the direct sequel to 1968's
It's not Dawn of the Dead, is it?
Night of the Living Dead?
5.
Return of the Living Dead?
Incorrect. Looking for Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, it is Dawn of the Dead.
And it was the Dawn, and they're still dead zombies.
Yay! I got a 3-pointer right. Yay!
Listen to the groans, Christian. The people in the crowd can't take it.
And I got a horror question right. Double.
We could not
Yay!
have picked weaker categories for ourselves.
That's not.
I swear this is a setup.
All right, Clarke, here's your 5-pointer. Your 5-pointer is in the realm of fantasy sci-fi. This 2008 film, based on the book series of the same name, starred Freddie Highmore, Mary Louise Parker, and Martin Short. 5.
Repeat the question.
Your second one. This 2008 film, based on the book series of the same name, starred Freddie Highmore, Mary Louise Parker, and Martin Short. 5, 4,
That's Scott Pilgrim.
3. Two.
I don't know.
The Spiderwick Chronicles.
Oh, okay.
The Spiderwick
Oh.
Chronicles. So then it comes down to this. Samm Levine has his 5-pointer. If he hits it, he's still the champion. If he misses, then we go to sudden death.
And I'm pretty sure nobody has ever had a championship match where the final championship round, nobody's gotten a question right, Christian.
Right.
That's what we're staring down the barrel of right now. Here we go.
Save us, Sam.
Sam
Save
Levine,
us.
For your 5-point question and for the win, you selected number 8, the number of the great Cal Ripken.
Ah, thank you.
Corresponds to the movie category.
Got one back there.
Classic.
Cal Ripken baseball cards.
All right, here we go, guys. For the 5-pointer, Sam, if he hits it, he is still the champion. If not, we go to sudden death.
Your classic question.
Yep.
In the film Citizen Kane, who starred alongside Orson Welles as Jedediah Leland, Kane's best friend and reporter?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Certainly. In Citizen Kane, who starred alongside Orson Welles as Jedediah Leland, Kane's best friend and reporter?
5, 4,
Do I have any repeats left?
3. I think one more.
Yeah,
2.
repeat it.
Yeah.
Repeat it.
I can do that. In Citizen Kane, who starred alongside Orson Welles as Jedediah Leland, Kane's best friend and reporter?
5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't have it.
Sudden
Joseph
death.
Cotton. Joseph Cotton. Joseph Cotton.
So now it's time for
Good
short
Quentin
death.
Spencer.
Wow, now we're going to sudden death. Mark, tell us the rules for sudden death.
No JTE rule. I guess that's why he used them all up.
You were provided with the whiteboard that you had way back as early as round 1. A question is asked.
Hey, what about round 3?
Very similar to round 1.
Because no one cares about round 3.
At an answer. If both you get it right, we keep playing. Both you get it wrong, we keep playing. If one of you gets the correct answer,
lordy,
one of
lordy,
us
lordy.
not, the person that got the correct answer is crowned the new or still reigning champion of the movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles League.
Sam, are you ready?
I sure am.
Clark, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Question number 1, 15 seconds to answer the question. Who played chain-smoking cynic John Constantine in the 2005 film Constantine?
I should know this one.
Got this tension with a knife,
huh? 5.
Do it with a spoon
4,
or a fork even.
3.
That'd be Keanu.
1, Sam.
Keanu Reeves.
Clark.
Keanu Reeves.
Both correct.
Okay, just getting warmed up.
Next question here we go.
Your next question in sudden death. For what movie did Morgan Freeman receive his first Oscar nomination for Best Actor?
Oh, God. 5, 4,
Is that Desperately Seeking Susan?
2, 1. Clark.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Sam.
Oh,
Driving Miss Daisy.
Both correct.
wrong.
right.
Wrong movie.
They're just
Picture
getting
did.
loose here in the sudden death.
Got
round.
it.
Next question. All right, here we go. Next question, guys. Name the comedy troupe responsible for Super Troopers, Club Dread, and Beer Fest. Five, 4, 3,
I don't know.
2.
And the sequel was just
Sam,
out. Didn't see
Sam.
it.
Broken Lizard.
Correct.
Broken Lizard.
Tied up.
Jesus.
All right.
Loved Club Dread, by the way. Loved
Still
Club Dread.
playing after
Aren't you in
3
it? Yeah,
questions
Sam's
in
in
sudden
the
death.
fucking movie. I'm just saying.
All right. Okay. All right, here we go.
Your next question and the sudden death round. Your 4th question. Nicolas Cage, Emma Stone, and Ryan Reynolds all voiced cavemen in what animated feature?
Oh shit.
5, 4,
Oh no, it's not
3.
this.
2,
I was
1.
gonna say
Sam.
year 1.
The Croods.
Clark.
He's got it.
Oh, that's right, Crudes. Well done, Sam.
Sudden death, 3 questions in. That close.
Sam keeps the strap. Classiness between the two of them sharing a hug, and if for nothing else, just to lean on somebody else, because that was an exhaustive effort by both parties, taking it deep into sudden death. I wouldn't want a championship match any other way, Christian.
That was down to the wire, and everything that they did, they fought, they clawed, they kicked, they scratched, they did everything that they could, and Clark just missed within that one second. Sam is breathing heavy over there. That was an exhausting fight for both competitors.
Damn
So
the
why they are
Crudes.
some of the two the best in the league.
I mean, it's nap time for the both of them, but they're going to have trouble sleeping for different reasons. Clarke Wolfe thinking about that movie. The Croods, obviously, she gets year 1. Another
That's what I was gonna. That's what I had.
And Samm Levine did not
Year
play.
1.
Neither competitor played a flawless match by any. There was a lot of opportunities missed, but they both equaled each other so well. That's what you want out of a championship belt matchup.
What a tough match that was. And now Jen Sturger is backstage with both Clark and Sam. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the inglorious one and still
Glorious.
singles champion.
Jen, I do not have my head as high as it should be. That last round
You're still sweating.
Oh, my. Well, first off, this is exhausting. Secondly, sudden death is exhausting. But that last round, Clark and I were discussing it. It's almost as if the guys behind the desk were like, what's their 6 weakest categories? And I know that that's not what they do. I've seen how it's all above board, but it was as if they had picked out questions that they knew would be near impossible for us to get right. And Clark absolutely was amazing today. And that I somehow won it in sudden death on, of all things, an animated question.
Yeah.
I think,
You tricked
kind
us.
of puts a real nice ending on what Schmoedown has become to me and how seriously I take it now. I mean, I went on that 45 animated movie binge last year, and The Croods was in there, so I was not going to miss that one.
You had an interesting day today because, you know, round 2 usually one of your strongest, and today it wasn't really. You both hit stuff that you're not necessarily the strongest on, but you had some amazing steals. That's what I think kept you in the game.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
You went ahead a little bit in round 3, and then you got to the speed round.
Yep.
Were you shocked at Clarke's speed?
No, I'm not shocked because she spent all weekend practicing with those buzzers. We all saw the video.
There was wine involved.
And that's what you got to do. You got to practice. I mean, that's at least my 4th or 5th time now with the buzzers, if not more. And I'm very comfortable with them. And I was certainly did not have my best speed round game. I blew it on Rosamund Pike's name. But yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is, going into sudden death means every point counted today. There was no wide margin of victory. It was nothing like that. It could have absolutely gone either way at any point in the game, and that is something everyone who plays Clarke needs to be aware of. You have to get every single point against her that you can get, because if you don't, she will beat you.
Absolutely. Now, I know you have the Ironman match coming up for teams at Collision with the Patriots. Are you going to defend your singles championship at the same time?
Here's the thing. I talked about this with the Schmoedown Overlords, and the team Ironman match was already set. And the promise they made to me was if I somehow retained today, I couldn't do it because I tried 2 matches in one day at the Spectacular last year, and it is exhausting. I mean, right now, I just played 1 match. I am ready for an 8-hour nap, which some people call a night's sleep, but not me. I go 12 to 15 when it's the regular evening. So yeah, they have heard my pleas, and so we're just going to keep it with the Ironman match that day. And I know Bibiani and Snyder and a bunch of other people want the singles belt.
Boo!
So now that you've
You
got
have
both
to carry
belts,
the burden
who's got
of
to
being
go
a
ahead?
double
Like,
champion.
Is there anything left for you to even achieve?
And if you
here
don't
in
like it,
Schmoedown?
don't
You're
make
on
an
top of
Iron
it.
Man
You know, I
match.
keep dreaming about this, and what I need is like Rachel and Inman to be willing to spot me 12 points. I think if they spot me 12 points, that's a reasonable handicap for me to compete in Intergeekdom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And here with the 5 Club, Clarke, that match was absolutely nothing to hang your head about, but it was a crazy match. I think we can all agree. I saw you guys were preparing a lot. Do you feel like your preparation really helped you in today?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I mean, first of all, the 5 Club really had a bonding moment this weekend because we got to actually spend time together, work together, practice together, trade not only strategy but trade facts, trade trivia. I mean, it was actually.
It was like a sleepover.
Yeah,
we
it was.
just didn't paint our nails and pierce our
Yeah,
ears.
we just practiced movie trivia. It was great. We had a book, we had Trivial Pursuit cards,
and now I feel like I know my faction even better. And then we're now just not in factions, we're friends now.
It's true.
Really
and Clarke is right, too, because there was a lot of conversation about sort of everybody's history with film and what kind of films they grew up with and gravitated towards. And so I feel like my own movie trivia knowledge was expanded just by us being together. And I mean, you saw how that practice paid off for Clarke in the speed round. She murdered that round.
Thank you. Yeah, well, and that was something I will say that I told my partner Rachel when she was going up against Samm was the speed round. The speed round is going to be the thing that gets you, and it did. It got her. It bit her in the butt, and so we knew we got to take this really seriously. And Samm is
And you have to have the buzzers.
That's the thing is that Samm
Hitting
is
a table and pretending you have the buzzers is not the same as tangibly having
well,
them with you.
and I mean, not to get too technical, but it's actually you don't hit it; you have to just push it, which is a.
No,
this is boring. The point
touch
is
it.
that Samm has defended these belts. He's earned these belts, but he has had a lot of practice doing this game in this format. Practice that I haven't had. So I was really glad that we got a chance to focus on that.
With the match going back and forth the way it was, almost like a ping pong match, how were you feeling going into that sudden death?
Oof. I just wanted it to be over. I mean, listen, the truth of the matter is I really wanted to win. I don't know if I'll be back up here again in the singles. It takes a lot. I haven't been up here in 2 years or in a very long time. And it takes a lot of work to get these shots. And you know, I really wanted to win today. But that said, I'm super proud of the match that I played. Like, I'm disappointed, yeah, but first of all, Sam's an incredible competitor, but the match we played, it was so close that I feel like I earned my right to be at that table, and I earned my right to almost have the belt.
Absolutely. This was back and forth. I haven't been this nervous in a match where I was competing.
Mark, I saw you
pacing.
pacing. I saw you pacing.
I was like, somebody get something wrong just so it can be over.
You debated peeing in a cup, I think, at one point, because he was so nervous back
Poor Rachel couldn't be here because of a work conflict, and she was texting me the whole time, but I wasn't looking at my phone because I was so invested in this match and just everything that Clarke was putting into it. And, you know, she's an incredible competitor, and
she's proven that she's the real deal. I mean, that close against someone as great and well-rounded as Samm.
Sure.
This was basically a win that wasn't officially a win for her.
Absolutely.
Well, and if I may, Samm still has another belt that I have my eye on. And
that is the next question. So, if you can't face Samm right away in singles, potentially we'll be seeing the Shire Wolves soon.
I know
in a
this
team
much.
match?
If I had Rachel with me today, that match would not have gone into sudden death. So we're on the path to the belts. We're playing live here in North Hollywood on June 2nd. There are tickets available. The Fife Club is all going to be there to represent, and Rachel and I have both come this close to the belt. And if you know us, we are very competitive people. So now, Samm, I love you, baby, but it's on.
That's the nicest way anyone's ever challenged someone ever.
We're coming for those team belts, man.
Back to you guys.
I mean,
It's
obviously,
that's like politely saying,
I'm exhausted.
Giving each other
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
have
respect.
to kick
Sam giving Clarke
your ass.
directing her attention, obviously, to the June 2nd match. Now it's about the teams. Directing, they want to take those teams titles maybe away from Samm down the line, and now they got to go through action. So the direction, June 2nd, you can see that match happen. It's the Shire Wolves versus Team Action at the El Portal Theater, and that's Schmoedownlive.com. But then the champion, who rightfully so says he's taking a break for a second. He knows he's going to either have Bibiani or Snyder next, but he's going to take a break. He's not defending the championship at the Collision because he's going to be playing in the main event for teams.
And that's the thing about the singles league, is that any time you either retain a belt or we have
Just
a new
technically that
person
means
emerge
they could
with the
make
belt, you're gonna have a lot of
Bibiani and
competitors talking a
Snyder.
big game, nipping at their
They could
heels.
make that
Very
match
few
at
of them
Collision.
can actually step into the ring
Could.
under the white hot spotlight and play
It'd
as
be a
well
while. Be a
as
good long while
did
to determine
here
the number
today.
one
Look forward to
contender.
more
But
of that, like you said, at the live event. Now she's gonna go home, lick some
Don't know.
wounds, recover. Her and Rachel Cushing are gonna go against Team Action, and kudos to Emma Fife as well for realizing, hey, I have this golden opportunity. Clarke Wolfe is the right person to bestow it upon. She earned that all the way to that seat, and within the closest, the thinnest of margins, couldn't quite get through that red line.
1 point in sudden death. That's Clarke's second consecutive sudden death match, and she came within 1 point of the champion. So it was a great match. It was an absolutely stunning match to watch. I'm sure heartbreaking to some, but again, Samm Levine just absolutely showing that he just did two things that no one has ever done. Well, he just tied Dan Murrell as far as two consecutive defenses in the first reign, but he also is the first competitor in league history to have 10 wins. He's now 10-4.
And he's also the first guy in history to watch 3,000 animated movies in the span of 2 weeks, and it finally paid off with a question in the moment as we get here at the
damn,
Schmoedown.
the Croods.
The animated film, The Croods.
Well, thank you guys. First of all, thank you to all the patrons. If you didn't know already, that if you hit 2,500 patrons, you are going to see myself and this guy go head-to-head
Mortal enemies
at an event. And then June 2nd, once again, get your tickets now. Schmoedownlive.com. Clarke Wolfe, Rachel Cushing go up against Ben Bateman and Andrew Guy in the main event. And then the #1 contender match also happening that day in the Star Wars division. Ken Knapsack trying to get that title back, but he's got to go through Joseph Scrimshaw and Alex Damon first. Winner gets a shot at Sam Whitworth down the line.
That is Christian Harloff. I am Mark Ellis. Make sure you check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page, and as we alluded to earlier, the Schmoedown Rundown on Apple Podcasts, wherever you download your listenable content. What a match, what a league, what a ball game we had here today.
All right, guys, so for Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Let's do this. It's your Schmoedown breakdown right now.
And your winner!
Samm Levine is defending his singles championship for the second time, and it was no easy feat as Clarke Wolfe came prepared to play. Starting in the first round, Clarke gets the upper hand 7-6. Her 7 points marks the first time she has ever attained that score in the singles league. She's done it plenty in the team league, but never solo. Getting into the second round, it was nip and tuck the entire time. Clarke barely missing out on valuable points on a few of her questions that could have turned things in her favor. Samm Levine, though, he fought his way through a tough round, and at the end of 2 rounds, we were all tied up at 13 apiece. The wager round is where some separation happened here as Samm earned 2 points, while Clarke, she lost 1 point. And moving our way into the speed round, many thought Samm would dominate this part of the match. Last time out against Rachel Cushing, he swept all 5 questions. That would not be the case today, as Clarke took 3 of the 5 questions and brought the match to a dead heat. With the score tied at 15, a miraculous set of events took place where not one question was answered correctly by either Samm or Clarke. That would mean we were headed to sudden death. It took just all of 4 questions to decide the winner in this one, and Samm Levine successfully defends the title for the second time and retains his double belt status. Looking at the numbers for this match, Clarke Wolfe
that's too many numbers. Too many numbers at top.
Samm Levine answered 67% of his. With this win, Samm becomes the first player to win 10 matches, as well as the first player to ever win 7 matches in a row. In that span, Samm has answered 72% of his questions and has averaged 18 points a match. If you want to find out other stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on YouTube and the Collider Factory podcast feed. Be sure to tune in this week as we are speaking to both Drew McWeeny and Samm Levine. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Thank you, Frankie Stats Janish. Okay, I think a lot of people, well, I don't know about a lot of people, but yet again, it was one of those unusual situations where, kind of like in the Lions Den Shirewolves match, where a controversial thing, where in this time in round 2, when Clarke Wolfe gave Ratzes the answer, and the hesitation that Christian and Mark did was kind of a giveaway as to what the answer may have been. I think that could have been challenged as, giving a clue as to what the answer was. That would have been interesting to see what could have happened there, because obviously that 2 points ended up playing a huge factor into this outcome. I'll probably ask that on the Facebook page and see what other people think about that, because that was a little unfortunate. But ultimately, Samm Levine still he did enough to get the victory in a sudden death thriller. Not as high scoring as I thought it would have been. That round 5 definitely tripped up both players. But yes, Samm Levine still Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world. He defeats classy Clarke Wolfe. Where Clarke goes from here, I think she kind of hinted at it. She's probably going to take a little step away from singles as well. Going to be interesting with both Rachel and Clarke now kind of stepping away, because you got a lot of home run hitters that are stepping up in the singles league now. You got Lon Harris, Ethan Irwin with their classic that they had a couple weeks ago. When they come back, that singles ranking sheet is probably going to get pretty stacked. It would be unfortunate for them to get kind of lost in the shuffle. So hopefully they come back sooner rather than later to kind of, sustain their spot in the rankings. But yeah, it was a very, very good match, and Samm Levine is still the champ. So with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Like, comment, share this match. Like, comment, share this reaction if you wish. You don't have to, but it'd be nice. You can follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1 and follow the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page and Twitter page at The Schmoedown. But with that being said, That's it for JTH Reacts. Until next time, JTH saying thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu.